past life.
It'll be recorded. That's what I said. It'll be recorded and upload on YouTube.
This is very, very weird, but this is what's coming through. It's like this is where you made this choice. This was your last time around in like the fairy realm. So this was in different place and time, different element of being completely. Like being in the elemental form. Completing that, moving that, taking on the burden, wanting to be more in the human form going forward. There's a little bit of juggling. There were decisions made. This was like a council that was held about, is this how this soul is going to go forward? It's like the council and the threads of fate are woven and weaved. They're already done and they're being done again. This is like, she'll be independent. Let her be independent for a while. Let her build. Let it crash and burn. This is a good thing. This is a good opportunity, a good lesson. Let it build, and let it crash and burn, and let her tear it down. It's like, it's all experiential for you in this one. Like, you really wanted more freedom than you had. And it looks like the council said, yeah, go for it. Yeah. You can do this. Yeah. It's going to be painful, but she's ready. It's not like she couldn't handle it. Let her build it up and tear it down, and build it up and tear it down. Let her have her lessons in here. There's victory in this, even though it feels like kind of a little bit bonkers. Which, why it should feel so bonkers, I don't know. It's going to be rough and choppy. It's not going to be opulent. That's what they're saying. We have the Ace of Wands. This is the moment. This is like all of this counsel, all of this blah, blah, blah that's discussed. This is the moment. They're like, yep, she's doing it. It's almost as if those that would be in the fairy realm around you then would still be somehow around you now. In some form, lessons would be around you. They might have just like one ambassador. Yeah, it's like you have the Ace of Wands here showing up as a young child, and the Magician showing up as somebody that's got wisdom and a skill set that if she wants to tap and tune in, they're like standing at the ready. It's an ambassador of a sort. Now, I don't know if this person is in human form or fairy form or what, but they were here. You decided, hey, let's do that human thing. They decided, yeah, let her go for it. There's an ambassador there. There's going to be some losses and a little bit of sorrow and heartache, and they don't like that for you, but that's okay. 5 of Cups is a lesson. Very earthy energy. Connected to the earth energy, even though not in the fairy form. Very connected to the earth. The Empress comes up, you better believe it. Connected to the earth, taking this time where you definitely have this growth, this opportunity, this fertility about you. This is Mother Gaia, all the earth growing, right? This is you inhabiting that energy. And then the Page of Pentacles is here. We talk about that often as the Batman Robin card, but this is just like, now here's the thought. Here's an idea. It's like this guardian, this ambassador is dropping things to you here, there, and everywhere. And you're like, okay. And this is the same period of time, this time where you look at things from a different point of view. This is not the time of energetic battles and fighting and snipe and gripe time. No. This is here for you to understand in this lifetime when they said, okay, go for it. It's like, okay, have your adventure, be free, be free. You need to go seeking. This is go seeking. Okay, so that's what's coming from there. Let's see what happens here in a little bit, slightly more human. Strange. Oh, this is showing that you're feeling stuck. This is like your mind sometimes does a number on you in the human form. You're feeling hostage. You can't go back to fairy realm. This is why you feel a little bit stuck in this. This is a past life right here. We're not talking in the now life. We're talking in the past life. You feel a little bit stuck because part of you would have remembered a little bit of this fairyland, a little bit of that life. But for whatever reason, you can't go back. And I think you missed that. It's not as easy for you to tap in and see the little mystical things that you would have seen before. It's like some of the magic has been dusted off. That's why they send the magician as the ambassador for you. Page of Cups. You still will be surprised. Like, you still get delightful surprises here, there, from the earth and the surroundings. The strength of announcing your presence there was important. Go to this one next. So this is the energy you were feeling. This is more representative of what it was like for you in that past life when you were, when you decided to, okay, no more fairy time, I'm going for human time. Okay, great. So what happened in that time? You build it up to tear it down. That's what you exactly did. You have the Page of Wands answered by the Queen of Wands here. There was happy, happy time, happy celebration. A little bit of happy childhood, perhaps a little bit of overprotected. This whole overprotected, happy, happy time. Then all of a sudden, endings. Boom. It ended. Whatever it was, blammo. Happy, easy, carefree childhood times. Done, done, done. Time of work, accountability, time of independence. Taking on the new challenge, stepping into it and growing into it. This great exploration. They knew you'd delight in it, but here you're like not feeling so delighted. You're like, ugh, this stuff is hard. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You're not in it alone here. The ambassador that's around is around, but there's also a partnering here that makes you happy.
I'm doing that in this lifetime, like repeating without the magic dust.
Yeah. Yeah. You might have reference points that are bigger than this lifetime, bigger than that. We all have multiple past lives, if you ask me. So if you're learning a lesson that's tricky, sometimes we learn it in many different angles from different points of view. Here you're learning it, and you have a partner there. See what's going on with this. This is what, like, the ambassador felt very excited about this for you. There was fairness and truth in this relationship here. There was a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups. And this was the real Romeo quester for the Grail person. And this was the slower Knight. This is somebody that would be more level-headed and grounded. And this is somebody that would be more emotional. So if I were to line it up by traditional gender, it would be like looking like this. This is how it would go, right? The King of Swords that would be the truth on it. That would be the truth of the matter that you both needed. Now let's see what else we got here. Why are you both writers? You're definitely both writers. I don't know what you did with horses, but you did a fuck ton with horses. Literally, that was what you guys did. I don't know if you trained, bred, caught. I don't know what you did with horses, but a lot of that is there. And it's not there just in a metaphor. It's there in a real deal. This was some of what you did. It'd be like almost like if you either had an equestrian park or at the equestrian park. I don't know if you were more the writers than the owners. Now, let's see what is going on. It's like you were the Doolittles. Now, I don't know if they reference this, the Dr. Doolittles. Dr. Doolittle could talk to the animals, all of that. You were like Mr. and Mrs. Doolittle of horses. It's not that you did nothing and did little. No, it's that you could practically be the horse whisperer, both of you, as a pair. It was a gift that both of you had. You were so good with the animals, particularly the horses.
Oh boy.
Page of Wands comes through again. Now we just saw this again. Oh yeah. This is natural. You could put yourself in armor. You could put yourself bareback. You could ride. Both of you. It's like you guys were happy in this. You weren't shy of doing work. You guys worked hard. You earned your keep, so to speak. You earned money because of your gift with the animals. It's not like you were vets. No, I'm not getting that. I'm getting that you were very directly involved with the horses, and that was what you guys loved. You balanced things out. So Temperance kicks up with all this water, and you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You guys could lead a horse to water. You could lead a herd to water.
Never would have thought that.
I wouldn't have either. Yeah, very much the balance of the two of you. You could have led the herd.
This partner, was it romantic?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, easily you guys could go out riding together for an extended period of time. Love it. You know, you guys would go riding, hit it, have fun in the forest, whatever. Go talk to the animals. You guys were great. 8 of Swords. This is some reason not seeing. There's a game played, and this isn't somebody gaming you emotionally. There's a game that is played. There's a honing of skills. There's a finding of a path somehow. Finding of a path, finding your way to walk through. It's 4 of Pentacles is sitting on it, protecting the heart, but this is you holding something really dear, something really close. There was something to do with, it wasn't necessarily blind man's bluff, but something to do with not being able to see in order to move forward. It's like, I don't know what happened from there. It's knowing how to unify a horse and rider so they naturally could navigate. If they were in a battle, you would have trained these horses so they would become one with the rider, so the rider would know, so the rider would be able to bond with that horse too. You guys had that. This was the gift. It would be like you were the horse whisperer, but you had to get the horse ready for whatever idiot was going to be riding it, so it would be able to know as well. And you had to make choices. You had to do the best you could with the choices of what horse went with what person. Overall, you guys did pretty good on that. There was somebody that insisted something different than you guys wanted. There was a faulty mistake and somebody in power died. It seems like somebody in power died on the battlefield because the horse that you had for them to ride, they weren't, feels like you acquiesced because this person had power. They weren't meant to be riding this horse. You guys felt bad, and this person died because of their own arrogance. Let's go back here. This is a far off time. This is things that karma has that you waited for and then they came back. You guys were patient in things. And over I'm getting you guys, the pair of you. It was always the pair of you. And then the harvest, then what would come in. It feels like after this happened with the powerful person that died, that maybe you guys relocated. Not that it was a bad thing or that you were chased out of town, no. But I think that the time had come, you felt like you needed to relocate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was heartache on that. You had refused to see something that about shifting, and then you decided you needed to. After this had happened, you get the Knight of Swords writing, that's the truth. You guys would have gone to a more traditional type of setting. You probably still would have horses around, but you probably left part of that behind a little bit and settled down. All right. Queen of Pentacles. This is having the money, the security, all of that, and the Chariot, the Charioteer. I think you could teach battle things to people for battle horses, but you guys didn't want to anymore. You could teach people how to be with their horses because you both did that still, but you didn't want to have your hand at play in choosing what warrior or what person going into battle would have the horse with them. You didn't want to fuck up again ever, and it wasn't your fault that it happened in the first place, but it made you feel uncomfortable. So that's when you moved. Like crossing a river. It could be even crossing an ocean. Like you really moved. Yeah. You left the battle aspect of what you trained with horses and people to do behind. But you still had enough wisdom and knowledge and talent at this that as the pair, the King and Queen of Coins, show up. And so you guys did well enough. Like, you guys weren't in poverty or in lack or anything. Your heart just hurt about what happened with that.
It makes me sad as you're telling me.
Oh, I don't think you were sad about it. I think you were sad for that, what it happened with that occasion. But the fact that you would want to move forward and still work with horses and with people, you just knew you had to do a different angle of it, a different aspect of what you love to do, because it was... To have that happen and feel like you were part of the reason that you had mismatched it, that would have been the heaviness. But you couldn't undo it, and you knew it wasn't on you. I mean, ultimately. It's not like you left what it was that you were doing with training horses forever and ever, but you moved away to get a clean slate. That's what I'm getting.
The death sank into me.
Possibly. Like, if there's losses and stuff that happen, it doesn't mean that we are automatically clear of them, even if our brain knows that we did our very, very best. That's what it feels like. Anything else? Let's go back to this.
Something inside triggered.
Okay, the karmic in here, the karmic justice, the devil that's being tethered. The sword of truth is on this. It's saying, don't be trapped or stuck by feeling that you didn't do enough. If this is a lesson that you get over and over, that you didn't do enough, or you've done wrong, or you've misjudged something, this is the sword of justice and truth. It's time to cut free of that kind of thinking. Know your value, know your worth, know what's going on. Get clear of it. Get well and truly clear of it. Don't carry that anymore. It's not meant for you to carry. It's not meant to weigh you down. The scales have balanced enough. Like, if you feel like you need to pay for it, forever you need to make something up to somebody. No, the time for that has balanced. So let go what needs let go. That's what I've got. Karma's on this. That's what I got. And it's on this for the Queen of Pentacles. Now, who and what your king are, I have no idea. I didn't know there'd be wild horses in here. For fuck's sake. Wow. That's what's on it. Yeah. Holy cow, holy cow. I don't even know what to tell you, but that's what it was. And you know how the fairies had said, burn it down, that it was okay, it was a lesson? Think about that fairy realm again. Connect with that if you can. It's okay. You did exactly what you were intended to do in those experiences. You did your best and it was fine. The lesson was there. A good lesson. Not a, oh, now she gets it. No. A good lesson. A good learning. So, yeah. Wow, kazow.